One of science's oldest and most fundamental questions is deceptively simple. What is life? Can it be fully explained by predictable physical and chemical laws and rules? Or is there something that sets living systems apart? Let's consider metabolism, the sum of all chemical reactions in a living system. Whether we study a single bacterium, a school of fish, or an entire aquatic ecosystem, we notice one consistent pattern. Metabolism speeds up as temperature rises. This acceleration follows a fundamental chemical principle called activation energy, the energy needed for molecules to initiate a reaction. This same concept explains why popcorn pops faster when heated, why iron rusts quicker in warmth, or why sugar metabolizes more rapidly inside our cells as temperatures climb. Molecules come with a distribution of kinetic energies. Higher temperatures mean molecules move faster and collide with more energy on average. When they surpass the activation energy threshold, reactions take place. At warmer temperatures, the mean and distribution of the molecular kinetic energies increase, giving rise to exponential responses in chemical reactions to temperature change. Reactions with higher activation energies, shown here in red, are more sensitive to temperature. They're sluggish when it's cold and ramp up dramatically when it warms. Reactions with lower activation energies, shown here in blue, still speed up, but more gradually. Across systems and scales, aerobic respiration, the process of converting glucose and oxygen into usable energy, usually has an activation energy of around 0.67 electron volts. This activation energy shows up in aerobic respiration at the cellular level. Whole organisms, even cumulative respiration happening across entire ecosystems. This remarkable consistency suggests that life's metabolism is anchored firmly in physical chemistry, hinting that perhaps living systems could indeed be explained and predicted by basic physical and chemical laws. But life doesn't always follow these strict rules. Why? Because of natural selection. Evolution doesn't break chemical laws, it shapes the ways they unfold. Not all biological systems follow the same precise response to temperature. Instead, life has evolved subtle variations, finely tuned to ecological context. Consider predators and prey as an example. Predators typically have higher activation energies, meaning their metabolic activity drops significantly in colder conditions. They become slower, less effective hunters. But prey cannot afford that luxury. Escaping a predator is a matter of immediate survival. Evolution has often favored prey organisms with lower activation energies, allowing them to remain agile, alert, and responsive even in colder conditions. And it's not just predator-prey interactions. Similar evolutionary adjustments appear in diverse biological functions: photosynthesis, microbial metabolism, and nutrient uptake. Organisms living in cold, variable, or extreme environments routinely evolve lower activation energies to ensure critical biological functions persist when temperatures fluctuate. Biology doesn't erase the laws of chemistry. It reshapes their expression, fine-tuning activation energies to meet the relentless demands of survival, reproduction, and ecological roles. So, can life be completely understood as a predictable set of chemical reactions and physical laws? Not quite. But chemistry does provide a powerful foundation. Activation energy helps us predict how life responds to warming, from single cells to animals to entire ecosystems. Perhaps the deeper insight isn't whether life can be reduced entirely to chemistry and physics, but rather that life's complexity arises specifically because it tests and sometimes exceeds the predictive limits of physical and chemical laws.